I used to believe success was all about working hard, learning new skills, staying behind the scenes, hoping people would notice, but that rarely worked. It wasn't until I shifted how I communicated my value, spoken or written, that opportunities stopped seeming out of reach, and that changed my story. So in this video, I'll walk you through the mindset shift that turns communication into career currency and explain to you how to start applying it right now. We will bust myths, zero in on the one skill that matters, and I'll even give you an easy exercise you can start practicing today. Whether you're in a job interview, pitching ideas, or just trying to lead a team, this is the skill that makes you stand out. Because if you're consistently being overlooked, no matter how good you are, your value is being lost before it even has a chance to land. And lost value means lost opportunities, lost promotions, lost trust, and lost income. If you want more tools to grow real confidence in how you communicate, not just what you actually know, hit subscribe. This channel is where communication becomes actual impact, and there's also a link down below you should check out. There are multiple reasons why most people misread communication, and I think the biggest one is society cues. We're told to focus on coding, design, marketing, etc., and those matter, but communication as a whole often gets pushed to the back burner as a soft skill. But real-world outcomes show otherwise. Boston College research found that good communicators often out-earn their peers even when their technical skills is equal. And why? Because your ability to communicate multiplies the impact of every other skill you have. If no one understands what you actually bring to the table, they won't actually value it. So no matter how skilled you are, if your ideas remain silent or unclear, you'll never cash in on them. And the actual transformation from an idea to income, the actual mindset shift is that communication equals visibility, which equals income. Communication isn't a bonus, it is the actual amplifier. People aren't paying for your skills, they're paying for value, clarity, trust, and actual perceived influence. What can you actually bring to the table? If your messaging isn't clearing that, your value becomes invisible. So what changes when you actually own this? Well, you may speak less, but you actually say more. You learn to craft the sentence that immediately triggers understanding. You learn how to craft your value and articulate it in a good and understanding way. Which means you're invited faster. When your communication is intentional, people begin to seek you out and people remember you. When they do that, that's how referrals, promotions, and opportunities start to show up. So the real exercise you can use to translate your value, and this isn't fluff, try this one drill that sets you on a course for deeper clarity. So I want you to pick out something you're good at, a skill, service, or passion, something that you want to talk about, a value you want to bring to the table. Record yourself explaining why it's actually valuable, not just what it is. And this is classic sales technique where we sell the value of the product and not the product itself. Because no one wants to hear the details of what you do, they want to hear what you actually bring to the table. And pretend you're explaining it to someone who knows nothing about it. And then watch the recording and ask yourself, do they get why it actually matters? Would they say that could help me, or I don't see the point? So too often we assume people understand, so we talk at them instead of teaching them how to actually see it. And when you start explaining the impact of what you do, not just the details, you practice clarity in actual action. And that one shift begins to rewire how you position yourself next time you speak. So why does this actually work? Well, it reframes self-talk. Instead of saying, I'm not ready, you begin saying, they haven't heard my full value yet. And it builds actual agency. Recognizing your ideas do carry value once articulated with clarity. It is very easy to sit in a meeting thinking that you have nothing to add to the table when you actually do. You just don't know how to articulate it well enough. And that fuels confidence because you're no longer guessing what matters. You've practiced explaining it, and that shows when you do it. So where do you go next? Well, once you've tried this drill, you need to make it a weekly habit. Record another idea and explain its value. see your clarity improve, and then the next week do the same thing, record another idea and explain its value, and see your clarity improve even more. Use this practice to shape your emails, meeting updates, pitches, asks, keynotes, whatever it may be. Use it to really shape your message. And reflect on the outcomes. Does this version lead to more response, more invitations, more trust? When you see clear results, better meetings, new opportunities, it cements the mindset shift into actionable confidence. If social situations make you second guess yourself and you're tired of overthinking what to say, let's fix that. Book a free call with me via the link down below, where we will help you identify what's holding you back, build real calm confidence, and map out your personal communication game plan. The link is down below. Spots are limited, so grab yours right now. And I believe your ideas deserve to be heard, and that clarity beats volume every time. You don't need to speak more, you just need to speak better. And this channel is where we turn thought into actual connection. If this resonated, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.